Welcome back to another episode of Amateur Pool. I'm Josh Powell, your host, and we've got a league match today from the TAP League played at the Grindstone Billiard Club in Flint, Michigan. If you've never been there before, guys, check it out. If you're in the area and if you're out of town, check it out. It's a pretty sweet place. So the match today is between myself and Justin Engel. We're both skill level 6s in TAP, so it's a race to 5. So Justin won the lag. He got first break, head ball break. He scratched in the side pocket. Let's go from here, boys. Let's go from here. So I got ball in hand behind the line on TAP League. It's not anywhere on TAP League. It's behind the line, in the kitchen, if you will. So I'm figuring out what I want to do. I think I want solids here just because of that, where the 6 ball sits. It kind of blocks up the 15 and the 10. And so ultimately I'm going to start with that 7 ball. It's the best shot I can start with. It's a long straight shot, but one should be pretty easy to handle. Okay, I'm taking my time with it. Not sure I like it a whole lot. I'm going to walk around the table and look, see if I got any other options. Trying to figure out probably where I want to leave this from here. I like just making it and rolling forward for the 1 ball. And then working my way back up table. I make the 1, the 3, and I can finish on the 2 and come up for the 5 in the side, and then shoot the 4 and land on the 6. So it all starts with this shot, though, which I missed. You know, a little bobble pocket. We're not going to talk about me missing ball in hand there, guys. We're not going to talk about it. We're going to move past it. So Justin Engel back at the table here. I did not make him pay for that scratch on the break whatsoever. So he's going to take solids. He likes them better as well. He's going to shoot the 5. He landed on the 4. He could also shoot the 6 here, but it's a bit of a stretch. The 6 is probably the toughest one for him to shape. So if it were me shooting, everything in my mind would be trying to get to that 6 ball right now. And I think he was. He put inside spin, right spin on that to try to come back over for the 6, I believe. Overran it a little bit, and I don't think he can make the 6 from around the 15. I don't think he can do it from here. So he's going to take the 3 ball instead. He's going to shoot the 3. Probably he'll run into like the 11-1. Yep. Yeah, it's almost unavoidable with that angle he had. But now he's got a shot on the 1 in the side. He can roll this forward a little bit and shoot the 2-7, or he could stop right there and shoot the 6 next. Either way. Looks like he's rolling forward. Yep. He might have the 6 from here even. See, guys, this is where I'm a little bit different than the way he's shooting right now. Every shot I take, I would be looking at that 6 ball to see if I shape it. Because the 2-7, that's easy, right? Sitting in the pocket. I want to get at that 6 ball as quickly as I can because it's a tough shot. The shot's not tough, don't get me wrong. It's just hard to shape. It's blocked up by 3 different balls. He might have landed on it here, but I don't think so. I don't think so. I think the 15's still blocking it up, and I think he has too much angle to play it off the rail, like in between the 15, 12, or whatever that ball is. I think it's a 12 ball. So instead, he's looking at shooting the 2 ball, but shooting the 2 ball doesn't really lead him anywhere. He's going to run into that 11 ball. He may come away with a shot at the 6, but it would be mostly luck. I think he might have actually came away with that shot at the 6, but he missed the shot on the 2, so it doesn't matter. The good news for Justin, bad news for me, is he didn't leave me much here. I've got all these balls on the table. I'm all dressed up and got nowhere to go. You know what I mean? So I'm going to play a safety. I'm going to hit the 11. I'm going to bank it, into the 14, but I wanted that cue ball to roll forward more. I wanted to be behind the 10, 13. Instead, I left him a shot at the 2, which he could use to try to get to the 6. So if it were me personally, I would use bottom right, hit that top rail with right spin, and come back over, probably hit the side rail and come down by that 14 ball. And that's how I would shape the 6. He's looking at slow rolling it from where he put his pool stick. He's looking at slow rolling it and getting the shape in between the 12-15. I mean, it can work, but it is tight. I don't like doing it that way myself because it's so precise. Yeah, he overran it a bit, and I don't think he can make it rail first. He's got too much angle for the rail first shot here. So now I don't think he can kick and make it anywhere. He's going to try to just kick and hit it, which he did. But he pushed the 6 ball even further into trouble. Now it's even harder to shape the 6. So me looking at my table, I'm saying, hey, he's got a tough 6 ball. I don't like where my 13 ball sits. I'm going to play a safety. So I'm going to knock that 13 off the rail and roll forward and leave him hooked. Almost got unlucky. Well, almost made a bad shot there. If the 13 would have hit that cue ball a little harder and pushed it up past the 10, he would have had a good look at the 6 ball. Maybe not been able to make it, but he would have had a good look at it. You know, that's the last thing you want to do. Is give somebody a good look at their ball when they've only got one left on the table. So I need to play a little bit of patience here and wait for my opportunity. I don't want to take a risky shot at something when he's only got one ball left and it's a tough ball to hit. I want to kind of play, rope-a-dope with him a little bit and safety until I get a good starter shot or I get ball in hand. Nice 2-rail kick to make good contact there, and he made a legal hit. That was a well-played shot. That's not easy to do, that little 2-rail Z shot action. So I still don't like my shapes here, so I'm probably going to nick either the 14 or the 10 and leave the cue ball down table. Probably the 10 ball, I think it hides them a little better. Then I can leave the 14 there to hide them with. Yeah, nice and easy. Just open that 10 ball up, leave him hooked, and now he's kicking at it again. And I've got my balls mostly opened up at this point. Mostly opened up. He's got to go 1 rail at this one. And it's not easy because I've got my 2 balls surrounding it. So if he's not very precise with his kick, he's going to hit one of my balls and give me ball in hand. We'll see how he plays it here. It's not the easiest shot in the world, that's for sure. Get me a non-sponsored drink while we watch this little kick action here. He made a good try at it, just missed it a little bit and hit my 15, so now I have ball in hand. So now my main goal in my mind is to get at my 12 ball because it's the one that's locked up, it's the one that's in trouble. So I'm looking at starting with the 15 and drawing back into the 6, but I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Good. Yeah. On screen didn't like it either. On screen, Josh didn't like it. Yeah, I like starting with this, maybe following forward either straight into the 6 or coming off the right side rail and then back over into the 6. Either way, I like this a lot better. Chances of me not coming away with a shot here are very low considering I have like 58 million balls left on the table, but I missed the breakout. Man, I lifted up during that shot. Watch, rewind the tape. Watch it back. I went like this and lifted up. Just didn't commit. My stroke's not very good right now, I'll tell you that. I can tell you that right now. My stroke is not looking good. Okay, made the 13. I'd like to probably make a couple shots here and try to loosen my arm up. I'm feeling tense. I don't have the confidence I need for my stroke to work. So I'd like to make a couple balls and get some confidence going. Make this 10 ball. Where am I going to shape? I could probably shape the 14. Yeah, if I would have stayed closer to the 8 ball, just a little above the 8 ball, I could have made the 14 in the side and sent the cue ball up to the 6 ball to open up my last ball. But I didn't do that, so now I'm looking at a different plan. Yeah, see, I don't want to get myself into trouble here. I don't want to keep shooting my balls unless I can get out. So in my opinion, I should not make any other shots unless I have the angle here, which I don't think I do. To make the 14 in the right side with top and come 1 rail up into the 6. If I have that angle, by all means, I should shoot it. If not, I should be looking for a place to duck. See what I'm doing. Can't tell if I'm making it. Okay, yeah, thinned it, 2 rails, trying to get behind the 8, and I failed to get behind the 8, but I got lucky and left him on top of the 8. So he's going to have a bank shot here, but he's got to shoot it over top of the 8 ball, which makes it extremely difficult. That makes it tough, man. Had I not left him over top of the 8, it's a good chance he'd make this bank shot here. Steady bridge. You got to stay so still on this shot. Yeah, he popped up. He made a good attempt at it, though. Almost actually made it. Oh, is he going to roll me up into trouble? No, I think I can still make the 14, but I got to be careful here. This is not the easiest out. Because of the angle I have here, probably want to slow roll this with left spin and run into the 15 ball. I'd like to pop the 15 ball off that rail if I can. I couldn't. I barely nicked it. I wanted to hit the 15 a little more full, so it bounced off the top rail and sat in front of that pocket, because now I've got a real thin shot. The shot's pretty easy. That's not the problem. The problem is it's so thin, I can't hold the cue ball there for the 10 ball. So, you know what I kind of like doing here? It's a little risky, but I like putting some right spin, hitting it easy, and sending the cue ball at the 6 ball and just running into the 6. That holds my cue ball there for the 10. Me at the table wanted to go up and down with that shot, and that is difficult to do considering I only had the top part of the cue ball. If I could have made a stun shot there, I'd say, yeah, that's a pretty good shot to play straight up and down. But when you can only hit the top side of the cue ball, you put follow on it. So it starts coming straight down, then that follow grabs the felt, and it starts pushing it off to the right. That's what we saw there, and I scratched. Oh, but he bobbled the pocket, guys. He felt bad for me. He wanted to give me one more try, even though it's a tough try. Man, look at this. Now I got to try to cut that 10, I imagine. The way my stroke's been looking so far, the chances of me making this shot are pretty low. Okay, I'm going to bank it. Yeah, considering my stroke's not smooth and straight right now, I like the bank better than the cut. If my stroke was good, I'd say cut it all day. But I like the bank better. You know, it's just a little more forgiving, but I double kissed that bank. And missed it bad. I missed it bad, guys. Left him a good opportunity to finish this first rack up. He's going to graze the right side of the 6 with right spin and miss the 8 ball, come off the bottom rail with that right spin and miss the 8 ball, kind of go towards the left side pocket, just up in the middle of the table, and he'll have a good shot on the 8. That's the way I play this anyway. Oh, he hit that pretty soft. That's pretty soft. Is he going to make it? Oh, he might have got there had he not ran into the 8. It was close, but running into the 8 really took his momentum out of the cue ball, and it died. So now he's in trouble. He's in trouble. Man, we got some kinks to work out looking at this first rack, boys and girls, man. It's not pretty. It's not a pretty first rack by either of us here. You know, we're both missing some easy shots, playing some bad shots, blah, blah, blah. Story of being an amateur, guys. Sometimes you're shooting well and you feel like a champion. Other times you're shooting bad and you feel like a chumpion, you know? Like you can't even make a ball. And that's kind of the way we're struggling right now in this rack, in this match, you know, so far. Not looking great. Not looking great. Where's he going to go with it? He's trying to bank it around my stripe into the side pocket. No, he's calling the corner. What's he measuring here? Is he trying to bank it into my ball and then carom off of my ball up into that corner? That's kind of what it looks like he's doing. If so, crazy shot. Crazy, crazy shot. I mean, it can happen. Don't get me wrong. It's not like it's impossible. That's what he was trying to do. He almost paid the price and scratched down here in the bottom, but he didn't. But he may still pay the price because he left me a pretty easy 2-ball out here. And even struggling, I think I can get out here. Make this 2 rails. I'll thin cut that ball, go 2 rails, back over for the 8, just like that. And then from here, if it's straight, I'll do a stop shot. If it's got an angle, I'll put left spin just to make sure I don't scratch. Yep, like that. Just to make sure I don't scratch. Just like that. First rack in the books, finally, bro. That was a long first rack, man. We played that one pretty difficult. I came away with the win, not because I outshot Justin, but Justin just played a little worse than me in that rack. I mean, neither of us played great, you know. All right, I went with the second ball break. It looks like I did make a ball in that right side corner or right side pocket. And Got some clutter. Oh, no, I didn't make a ball, did I? Oh, yeah, I did. I thought I saw one going. Got some clutters to work with here, though. Got some clutters to work with. I like stripes, or I mean the solids, better than stripes. Mostly because I think all the solids have a home. The problem is there's no great starter shot with solids. Okay, I'm going for the bank. That's really my best option if I want solids. And of course I want solids because I think there's a run out here with solids. I can just make this bank, which obviously I cannot. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, little Timmy? That's a pretty easy bank as far as banks go. I'm just not feeling good with my stroke. It shows. It's not pretty. It's not pretty, man. Yeah, it's a tough one, man. Tough one to watch here. Tough one to watch. You know, I recently had a guy I played in league, and I'll talk more about it when I post that match, but he pissed me off so bad. He accused me after being a smart aleck after the end of the match. He beat me, and then made a smart aleck remark about, oh, let's see if you post that one, blah, blah, blah. And it made me so angry, man, because I post my losses. You know, the only time I don't post a match, guys, is if the footage is horrible, right? Like if someone sits at the table where my camera's set up and it shakes like this, can't really do anything with that. Or say the battery dies before the end of the match and I don't have the full match, I'm not gonna post that. Or if it's a corrupt file, or if the washout from the lights just made it look horrible. You know, I want to post quality matches that are fun to watch. I'm not going to post garbage matches. I don't care if I win or lose. I just care about showing you guys the game of pool and entertaining people and giving content. That's it. But the guy made me so angry. And I will be posting the match, of course. You know, the footage is good. I checked it out. And we'll talk a little bit more about it when it happens. But yeah, makes me so mad. And the reason it makes me mad is because, like this match per se, I'm not shooting very good at all, right? And it's hard for me to watch it back. It's hard for me to commentate about how I'm not shooting good and watch myself. So when I'm shooting bad, not only do I shoot bad that day, I have to shoot bad again when I watch it and edit, and then I shoot bad again when I commentate it. So I have to watch that bad match over and over. And believe me, I'd love not to do that, but that's just not the way this channel goes. You know what I mean? It's an amateur channel. So yeah, when he said that, man, I wanted, why I oughta, you know. Anyways, back to the match, guys. Back to the match. I'm not sure what shot he was taking there. I think he was trying another carom, like to shoot the 3 off of the 14 and make it up in the top left corner. But man, that was a tough shot. It was a tall order to try to do that. So in a normal situation on a normal day, I'd say I'm out here. It's not that hard. Make the 9, stop shot there for the 13. I can stop shot the 13 for the 11 and roll forward a little bit on the 11, shoot the 14, the 15, then the 12 in the right side pocket and shape the 8. It's pretty easy out. But I had to jack up ever so slightly to shoot that 13, and that was just enough to make my rickety stroke move a little because my stroke's not great right now. So obviously it's harder when you jack up your stick, and caused me to bobble the pocket, guys. You know, the struggle is real, man. Real amateur, you know. For all you UK Brits out there, amateur. You know, us guys over here in the States, we say amateur, not amateur. But, I mean, honestly, the English is probably more correct in the UK. I mean, pretty much where the language derived from, I believe. So they must say it better than we do. But our English sounds way cooler, you know? Way cooler. No, I'm just kidding. No hate mail. No hate mail. All my people from all my Brits from the UK, no hate mail there, man. I'm just joking around. We're friends. We're all friends here, guys. All right, so Justin stood up a little bit on that shot and bobbled his pocket. It wasn't the easiest shot in the world, but one he would make 98% of the time on a normal day, but we're both shooting bad in this match, it looks like. So it's a struggle bus, man. Struggle bus. So am I going to shoot the 14 with just a little follow? bounce off that rail, come out for either the 11 or the 15. Yep. If I have a little angle, I'll shoot the 15 with stun and come out and put the 11 in the side. If not, I'll draw like that. It's for the 11 in the same pocket. Now, if the 12 goes in the right center side pocket, what I'll do is just make this with a little bit of follow. It's more of like a stun run through. You know, so the ball drifts forward about half a revolution, maybe a full revolution. Or I can just use straight follow and hit it soft like that. Easy enough. Can make this one in the side with draw, and then I'm looking at the 8 in the same pocket. So finally, I actually made 4 or 5 balls in a row. Believe that or not, I can barely believe it the way I've been shooting. Barely believe it. So looking at 2-0, right? I'm up 2-0, not because I'm shooting great. I'm just struggling a little less than Justin is right now. So a side ball break or second ball break, put that ball in the side pocket. It's where it usually goes with that second ball break. And the spread isn't horrible. And honestly, I think I've got a good starter shot on that 1 ball. So if I make the 1 ball, I could roll down for the 3, shape the 3. The 6 is a little tough, though. I've got to figure that out. If the 7 goes in the side pocket, either side pocket, I think I could use that to shape the 6. Ooh, I was trying to draw into the 6 or into the 6-9 right there, I think. I don't like that. I didn't like me shooting that shot. It's a little wild, but, you know, I wasn't thinking real clearly. When my stroke's not great, guys, my patterns aren't great either. You know, when you're struggling on your stroke, it feels like you can't see the good patterns on the outs for 8-ball. At least for me personally. I don't know if you guys are the same way. When I'm shooting good, I see the patterns right away. Boom, boom, boom. I see them. You know, when I'm struggling, I have a hard time seeing a good pattern. I think it's just because I can't, in my mind, has a hard time seeing where I can send the cue ball. Maybe, I don't know. I'm probably wrong. You know, probably wrong about that. So what am I going to shoot here, man? Am I stuck? I mean, I see, okay, I'm shooting the 3 ball. I'm going to try to cut the 3 ball over, but I'm not sure that leads anywhere. I should be playing a safety here, I think. No, I was cutting the 3. I wouldn't have had a shot, you know, after that. There's no point in that. There's no point in that, so I wouldn't have had a good shot there anyway. Oh, it is what it is, man. I'm glad I missed it, blocked that pocket up, but Justin's at the table. And on a normal day, if he were shooting good, I'd say he's still going to get out here. But we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. He's got those 2 stripes up in the corner to contend with. He's calling a combo right now. I personally may play a safe on this shot, but he liked the combo. He went for it. He threw his hand up. You know, he was mad at himself for missing it. Hit the table. That brings me back, though. Let's see what I can do. I'm not sure he left me a ton here, really. Not a ton for me to shoot at. Pardon me. There's my customary yawn during the commentary. All right, I'm going to try to cut this 7 to our bottom right corner pocket. And this is a tall order, and I don't like it because it's probably, the cue ball is probably going to hit the 6 and open up his 9. I don't like it at all. Oh, I tried banking the 7? Or did I just hit it real bad? I'm not sure what I did there, guys. I'm not sure what I did, but I didn't like it. I definitely did not like it. Not only did I break out his 9, I left him the 1 position he needed to get to so he could shoot the 12. You know, he can play the 12 combo up in the corner, or he can, yeah, that's what he played. I would have maybe just went for the side, not even messed with that combo. But you know, everyone plays them a little different. He missed it. We're missing a lot here, guys. You notice the theme to this is a miss and a miss and a miss. You know, maybe that'll be the title. A miss and a miss and a miss. I don't know. I'm still working on it, guys. Still working on the title. By the time you watch this, you'll already see the title, you know. In my mind, I don't know what the title's going to be yet, though. So we'll figure it out. It'll be a surprise for both of us. It's a surprise for both of us. All right. He made the combo that time. Came away with a good shape. So There's a good chance I don't get another shot here, right? Real good chance I don't get another shot. Nice little draw there. Yep, he's starting to feel a little better, although his shapes are a little lacking here. You know, he might have wanted to come down a little further for that 10 in the side, I think. Now he's got to try to cut that a 9 ball into a blind pocket. It's never easy. It's never easy. And he undercut it. But the good news is he made my 3. And I say good news because for him, he kind of left me in an awkward spot. If I can make the 7 here, I'm golden. If not, I've got to try to cut that 6 over. And it's a very feasible shot. But the way I'm shooting right now, it's a lot tougher than it should be normally. So yeah, I'm shooting at the 6. I'm going to cut it over. Okay. I put just enough draw to avoid the scratch. Came around 2 rails, probably trying to get on that 7. No, probably for the 5. Because I can finish on the 7. That leads me right to the 8. So that's a nice way to play it. Yep, spin it over a little bit for the 7. All I got to do is roll this 7 in, and I'm dead on the 8. Not that tough here, guys. Not that tough. Yep. Now, I know I'm not shooting great, but there's no way I should be missing this 8 ball, right? Right? Right. I tried to miss it. I tried to miss that sucker. I bobbled up the pocket, but it finally wiped its feet and then went into the door. And I'm up to break, and I'm up 3-0 right now, guys. I made a ball in that left side pocket this time. And this spread looks pretty good here. I like stripes a lot. And a normal day, I'd say, hey, I'm out, Jack. I'm out, you know. But this isn't a normal day the way I'm shooting. So you never know. You know, I could get out or I could not, you know. Filed 2 rails around. I fell on that 15. I wish I had enough angle here to make the 15 with a stun and come over for the 9. Because the 9 is really my toughest ball on this table. That's what I was trying to do. I just didn't have enough angle. I tried to cheat it, use right spin, and hit the ball a little bit more on the left. The spin keeps it in line for the pocket, and you can hit it a little more on the left, which will drift the cue ball. But didn't have enough cheat in it, and didn't end up with that shot on the 9. Now I'm shooting the 13 in the side. Ran into the 11 ball, but luckily for me, I came away with a shot on the 10. I could probably make this 10 with just a slight bit of draw. That's going to give me an angle on the 11 that I can use to go 3 rails over to the 9. But there's a lot of congestion in the way. I've got biggest balls in the way are the 8, 4, 1. You know, I can deal with the 2, 3. I can go around those pretty easy or not go near them. But the 1 and the 4 specifically are right in that path I'm going to need for the 3 rail shape on the 9. I got a good angle here. I might be able to try to come up in between the 1 and 4. But the good news, if I hit it hard enough, even if I run into one of those balls, I should likely drift over for a shot on the 9. Oh, that's not nearly hard enough. And I hit the 4 square. What are the chances? If I hit the 4 off to the side, then the cue ball probably still would have ran over for a shot at the 9. But I hit it like dead square in the face, and that just killed the cue ball there. And now I'm screwed, you know? And not in a good way, guys. Not in a good way. It's in a bad way, actually. There's not much I can do here, I don't think. Yeah, I'm calling it over there, but I think there's a double kiss here. It's not going to work. Oh, excuse me, man. The angle I have to hit this at, I'm never going to be able to get the cue ball out of the way. The cue ball is going to be right in the way. It's going to double kiss right off the rail. Like that. And the 6 ball got in the way. Yeah, man. I messed up on my shapes earlier in the game. If I could have got that angle and stunned over for the 9 before I came over to the other side of the table, I would have got out there. But I didn't get that angle, and that's where I messed up. That's where I went wrong in that rack. Now, Justin doesn't have a great shot. He's probably going to play it safe. Thin off 3, come up behind the 2. It's a good safety. Good safety shot. So I'm trying to figure out what to do here, guys. Don't forget about short rail merch, man. Short rail apparel, the link in the description, guys. Or you can go to shortrail.com or shortrailapparel.com. Both those URLs go to the same place. You know what I'm saying? You pick the style, the color you want, put it in the cart, check out. You got PayPal, credit card, you know, however you want to pay, we can take it. And then you get your shirt in the mail. Bro, that's how it works. If you're local to me, guys, and I see you regularly, ask me about it. You know, I'm trying to keep some shirts in my trunk or on me, already packaged up and ready. And if you want to buy one and you're local to me and you want to save the shipping costs, just reach out to me when you see me. All right, so I tried a jump shot there. And I know, just FYI, guys, I've spoken to the owners of Grindstone, James and Desiree. They don't want lower skill level players to try to jump on their tables because they're afraid it's going to damage the felt, which it could. You can rip the felt very easily if you don't know how. But they've both told me that I am okay to jump on their equipment. So Tap League allows jumping, and the owners of this pool hall here allows me to jump. So I took that jump shot there. Justin was upset about it because he said that he's not allowed to jump there, which I don't think is necessarily true. I think he is allowed to jump there. But it's the way it is, man. It's the way it is, you know. We've got permission from the owners, and it's a legal shot on the league, so I'm going to use the tools in my toolbox, you know. I mean, I may not be fair for everybody, I guess, because like lower skill level players, but if you're a lower skill level player, you shouldn't be jumping anyway, right? I mean, jumping skill level 3s don't typically jump. And if you do jump at a skill level 3, you shouldn't be a skill level 3, guys. It's just the way it goes. You know, I've played some 3s on here that are breaking and almost running out or breaking and running out. And I'm not supposed to be able to make a jump shot when I got to give them a 5-2, lead. I've got to beat them 5 games to 2 without using all the tools in my arsenal. I don't think so. Get out of here with that garbage. Get out of here. Get out of here. Anyway, I missed on that jump shot. Scratch. Justin's got ball in hand. Oh, he just missed that shot on the 4. And he left me a good shot on this 9. And if the 8 goes between the 2 to 1, in between the 2 and 1, then this is an easy shape as well. I'm just going to follow straight forward, maybe a hint of right spin, come top rail, side rail, right down for the 8. Just like that. Now I'm looking good on the 8, provided it goes between the 1-2, which I think it must because I don't think I would have shaped it there. Had it not, I would have tried to get on the other side of the table. So I'll make this, boys and girls, and I'm on the hill. I'm on the hill. Riding on the hill. All right. Hill to 0, man. I know Justin's hating this right now because he plays way better than this. Like I said, I've played him a bunch. I already know he plays better than this. It was a rough night for him. So it wasn't a great night for me either, but it was even a worse night for him. Just was not shooting great. Ooh, I didn't want to push that 15 over into that 12, but I think it turned out okay. I think I can still make both of those. This is a good-looking table for a run-out, man. It's a real good-looking table for a run-out. Just got to keep my wits about me and play good shapes. I mean, there's a lot of different patterns I can play here to get out, so I just need to take it easy. Relax, stay down on my shots. Be confident, all the good stuff. Pre-shot routine, all that stuff makes a difference, man. All right. Nice shape on that 9 ball. So if I just follow this straight forward off that top rail, I should have the 14 in the side, or I could put left spin. Ooh. I think I put right spin to check the cue ball off that top rail. And the right spin deflected the cue ball over to the side. I didn't account for that on my aim, and that's why I missed that 9 ball. That was no bueno. No bueno there. Now I left Justin a pretty wide open looking table that normally he would be able to run out. Let's see how he does it here. I know he's been struggling a bit. We both have, so you never know. But chances are I probably won't get another shot here. Now, he looked good shaping the 6. He got a little close to it, but I think he can make it. I like drawing this back a little and then shooting the 5 next. He followed it forward, and he's going to shoot the 4 next. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Now, is he going to shoot the 5 next, or is he going to shape the 7? He's going back and forth for the 7, not the 5. Smart, because now he can make the 7 with straight top, maybe a little bit of right, and come up for the 5 in the right side pocket. Yep, there it is. But he's got to be careful here, because if he makes this 5 in the right side pocket and doesn't put the right English on it, if the cue ball hits the 8, it very well could scratch in that upper right-hand corner past the 9. I know it's kind of funky, but that can happen. Oh, good job. He missed the 8. Came down perfect for shapes in the side, guys, and that should be his first game in the books. His first game on the board. No goose egg for Justin, so we're looking at 4-1. 4-1, you know? 4-1. Justin broke with the center ball break. It looked like it was a dry break. I don't think he made anything. So with that dry break, I'm up at the table. Man, I could try to cut that 6. That's a tough shot, man, but I'm looking at the 10 in the side. That is also a tough shot. It's just a matter of what I want. You know what I mean? I think I like I like the solids maybe better here because of the 9-12, but I like my starter shot better on the stripes. So that's what I did. I went for that one in the side. I got it. I got lucky there and landed perfect for the 14 in the other side. Or, yeah, the 14 in the other side. I can make this with a little draw and come over for the 15 ball next. I just got to figure out what I'm going to do with those 2 up there, the 9 and the 12. I got to figure out those. And if I can figure those out, it's a good opportunity for me to get out here. And I say that loosely, guys, because the level of play today has been subpar. You know what I mean? So I say that loosely, but there is an opportunity to get out. Just a matter of whether or not it happens. Whether or not it happens is another story. So if I can make this 11 with stun and send the cue ball off the rail in between the 3-4, I can come over for the 9 and the 15 just like that. But I missed my shot. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, no. So that brings Justin back to the table. Last thing I want him to do is start feeling good, because he's able to run out on me if he's feeling good. He just won the last game. I'm on the hill, so he's got some pressure. Sometimes that makes your opponent snap into stroke. You know what I mean? And that's the last thing I want to happen. But, you know, I missed my shot, man. It is what it is. Missed my shot, and now Justin is up at the table. He's going to shoot that 3 ball first. I kind of like coming down for the 5 ball next, but there's a few different ways he could play this. He'd come all the way down for the 6. He could hit it soft for the 1. That's what he did. He hit it nice and easy, shaped the 1 ball. Now he can make the 1 and land on the 2. He wants to give himself a slight angle on the 2, because when he makes the 2, the cue ball should just come off the top rail and back down about 5-6 inches. And he can shoot the 7 ball down in the bottom left corner pocket next. And once he gets rid of the 7 ball, guys, he's got a pretty open layout. Yep, he just did that. He's got a little angle on the 7 ball. He's back cutting it a little bit, so it's a little bit tougher. But normally Justin would be able to handle this one. So let's see what happens. I keep saying normally and stuff because we're both struggling. And, you know, it's just not the norm today. So we're watching the match, and I honestly don't know what's going to happen. I know what should happen. He should run out here. But, yeah, he kind of jabbed at that one, man. He ended up hitting the 8 ball and missed the shot. So that brings me to the table with a good opportunity myself. The 12 ball is the only concern, and I think it goes in the same side pocket that the 9's about to go in. So I'm looking like I'm going to draw back for the 13 here. Ooh. That was funky. I think that was a miscue, guys. Rewind the tape. You see me shaking my head? Pretty sure that was a miscue, but a lucky miscue, because I still ended up on that 13 ball. And from here, I can make the 13 with a center stun, come off the top rail and come down maybe 3-4 inches, and I'll be dead on that 12 in the side, which is what I need to be to get out here. If I get to that 12 in the side, especially if I'm straight, I can make it draw over for the 11. Yep, that's a good shot. Good shot, good shot. Not bad, not bad. Now, if I draw this one over for the, I think it's the 11 ball in the bottom right corner. And then the A ball obviously sitting in the pocket, so that one's easy. Yep, came over for the 11. So I can make this with stun or stop. Really, I don't want to try to stop it because it's got an angle and it's going to drift over. So just control the cue ball with stun like that. That way I know where it's going. And this should be all she wrote, guys. No way I missed this one. That's your game. Justin, thanks so much, man. I'm sorry we were struggling. I'm sorry you were struggling bad. I know you play better than that. Everybody out there, if you want short rail, guys, the link is in the description. Don't forget to get you some. And remember, if you're local to me and you want short rail, you can save the cost of shipping. Just reach out to me directly, guys. Everybody else, I appreciate you watching. Thanks so much. If you want a perimeter billiard light, use code AMATEURPOOL, all one word. And that's about it, guys. We'll catch you on the next video. Peace.